Wadi Shab. Visiting Wadi Shab is one of the top things to do in Oman, and you need to include it on your list. If you are reading this, chances are you are already interested in visiting Wadi Shab, which is a good thing because it is a completely memorable and fantastic experience. Think a fantastic gorge, warm blue pools, and a hidden waterfall. Getting to the Wadi Shab entrance. Luckily, getting to the Wadi Shab entrance is quite easy. Wadi Shab is about 1.5 hours from Muscat and 40 minutes from the town of Sur. If you simply put the name Wadi Shab Parking in your GPS, you will be navigated right to the entrance parking lot. If you aren't using a GPS, don't worry. The exit for Wadi Shab is well marked from the highway. Once you turn off the highway, you go down a narrow and steep paved road and you will end up parking underneath a large bridge that the highway you just left goes over. Parking at Wadi Shab. Parking is completely free at Wadi Shab. The parking lot isn't the biggest, so if it is crowded, you may have to park down the road and walk back a little ways. There are free bathrooms at the Wadi Shab parking lot, so be sure to go before you start the journey to the swimming area. The boat ride at Wadi Shab. Listen up, as this part is very important. To get to the beginning of the Wadi Shab hike, you must take a very short boat ride across the very wide river. The river is very deep and wide, so you must take the boat ride to get to the other side. The boat ride costs 1 rial per person, and this must be paid in cash. Operation begins at 8 AM and runs until 5 PM. Make sure to ask when the last boat of the day is in case you are late to arrive back. The boat ride takes less than 3 minutes to get you across the river, but it is a fun experience to start off your trip. You can gaze into the canyon, aka Wadi, and imagine all the beautiful sights you are about to see. In order to come back, simply stand where the boat dropped you off and the boat operator will see you and come get you. It was a very simple process. This valley has an archaeological history. Found the circular huts of fishermen dating back to the 4th millennium BC were found with indicators of the practice of fishing craft in this era. As previously mentioned, Wadi Shab is one of the most famous valleys in Oman, with water descending from the highest mountains of Wadi Shab. Being very well known among Omani people, the Wadi gets very busy during holidays with many families going on picnics. It is better to avoid visiting it during the time if you don't like crowded wadis. Standing out on the coastal road linking Kurayat to Tiwi, this valley is a combination of beautiful coastal nature and mountain formations that embrace many tourist attractions. As for the rock formations of Wadi Shab, they are different from those in the world, as the waters and various erosion factors have carved wonderful artistic scenes in it. Hiking in Wadi Shab. Everywhere we read, consider the 45-minute hike from the boat ride to the first pool to be a walk. We are here to tell you that this is a full-blown hike, and we would consider it to be moderate, as you have to climb over boulders and walk along a very slippery and narrow canyon wall. We don't want this to scare you away from hiking to Wadi Shab, as we saw plenty of elderly people doing the hike and even someone on crutches, but we want you to be 100% prepared. Next, you will come to the mouth of the pretty blue pools for Wadi Shab. This is a false end to the hike and you are not allowed to swim in this area. There is only one designated swimming area at Wadi Shab and this is not it. At this point, you are at 1/3 of the way through the hike. At this point of the Wadi Shab hike you are going to hike along the side of the canyon/wadi. You are going to climb under and around the side and the pristine white rocks are very slippery. Please tread with caution as there is little to keep you from slipping. If you feel it is too slippery, simply get low and walk crouching down for that part. This is easily the most beautiful part of the hike as you wind through right on top of the clear blue/green water. This is a great area to stop for photos if you want to capture the narrow gorge from above. The third and last section of the Wadi Shab hike is a bit uphill and takes you up and around some giant boulders that are in the wadi. The entire canyon is dry, save for some irrigation channels, but rest assured that the views are still spectacular. The hike can be a little difficult to follow at this point, so keep your eyes open for red or black arrows painted on the rocks that show you the direction you need to go. You won't get lost as if you keep going up the middle of the canyon you will eventually come upon the swimming area, but the arrows show you the easiest path. Again, if we had to classify the hike at Wadi Shab, we would consider it to be a moderate hike with some of the best views we have ever seen. We consider it moderate due to the climbing aspect and the uneven surfaces you must jump over or climb up and around. Please wear proper footwear during the hike and take flip-flops with you for the swimming portion. Swimming at Wadi Shab. The best part about visiting Wadi Shab is swimming in the perfectly clear blue pools. Another example of the internet/Instagram leading us astray was that the swimming area was much smaller than we had expected. It is comprised of only 3 pools. Now, while the pools are relatively long, they are not huge by any manner. Here I am going to break the Wadi Shab swimming area down into 3 sections to make it easier for you to plan the experience in your mind. Wadi Shab Pool 1. This is the first pool that you will come across and will be the busiest swimming area in Wadi Shab. This is where many people leave their bags and towels before setting off into the wadi. This pool is wide, gets narrow as you pass some tall grass in the water, and then gets wider again. Wadi Shab Pool 2. Pool 2 is also the end of your ability to walk. At the very end of Pool 2 there is a very deep section. The section is very short, no bigger than 10 feet in distance, but it will go to a depth of over your head, probably 9 to 10 feet. It is an easy and quick swim, but do not try and bring bags. Leave your bags and towels and camera gear at the entrance of Pool 1. You will not be able to get it past this part of Pool 2 unless you have a waterproof swim bag. Wadi Shab Pool 3. The third pool at Wadi Shab is the deepest and you must be a strong swimmer. If you aren't super strong but still want to give it a try, you can swim front the side of the pool to the other side in a zigzag manner. Otherwise, it is best to stop here if you aren't confident because the pools are deep enough that you can't touch. Wadi Shab Waterfall. If you swim to the very end of Pool 3, you will see a small gap in the rocks that is just big enough for your head to fit through. If you swim through this area, you will come to a large cave with a waterfall flowing into it. Do not try this if you are not a very confident swimmer, as you will have to be able to tread water and swim for at least 10 to 15 minutes to complete the swim and see the waterfall and get back out. You cannot stand inside the cave and there aren't many places to hang on. Earth is what we all have in common, so please keep this area neat and clean. Thanks for watching.